You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_truth and on Reddit at u/Michigan_truth, and like its Facebook page and know the truth. Taylor Phillips here. Got lots to talk about, including our football games, the Red Wings, Pistons, of course the Tigers. Our disclaimer: we have a new disclaimer. This podcast is hosted by someone who has autism. If you're arrogant and disrespectful, if you're going to be a Homer fan, tell me to quit, complain about the officiating and nothing else, don't even bother commenting. Keep your thoughts to yourself and stay away from this podcast. Don't even post one comment, okay? Enough of this. My koosh balls will scare the hell out of you. Just kidding. They're just koosh balls. They look a bit freaky, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, first off, college football. Let's go in chronological order, shall we? The Michigan Wolverines just barely hang on to beat the now 2-7 Purdue Boilermakers 21-16. Michigan stays at number 21 after that. Jordan Marshall carried the entire team on his back with his 3 touchdowns on 185 rushing yards, 3 touchdown carries. As we share the screen here. Yeah, 25 carries, 185 yards, as long as 54. It's Bryce Underwood, not good throwing or playmaking from him or his offensive unit. Underwood, 13-22 completion percent passes for 145 passing yards, 47.6 quarterback rating. There were plenty of defensive lapses as well, keeping the Boilermakers in the game entirely. And Michigan just has to work on that when they head to Northwestern. Not until the 15th. Their second idle week is coming up, and jeez, oh Pete. Zach Marshall in the receiving game stepped up a bit. 3 catches, 58 yards. But that's been it. No field goal attempts whatsoever from Dominic Savada. Just 3 for 3 from extra points. But Michigan improves to 7-2. Just a low-scoring affair. So it wasn't. You could argue it was a defensive slugfest, but if you watch the game, of course, both offenses made plenty of both offenses made plenty of mistakes, but especially Michigan. Bryce Underwood and his offensive unit not making good plays. Purdue's offense made plenty of plays, but Michigan's defense was trying their best to hold them off in general. So Michigan's offense has a lot to clean up, of course, and they'll have 2 weeks to do so before they head to Evanston, Illinois. So with that being said, the Spartans span, that was the Wolverines world beat, the Spartans span. The Spartans did lose to the Minnesota Golden Gophers in overtime 23-20. The offense was nowhere in the first half. I'll get to the officiating if you care so much about that later on. But the offense was nowhere in the first half. 5 for 15 on third down the entire game. Too many penalties. 10 penalties for 96 yards. 5 for 15 right there. There are the penalties. 10 for 96. Minnesota played very clean. 2 of 8. The Spartans came back in the second half, but couldn't hold the Gophers off. Their defense just collapsed. And just because Drake Lindsay was clearly short of the goal line doesn't mean the Spartans could have won. Minnesota could have had a first and goal opportunity, and they could have easily capitalized anyway. Well, it's just a 1-yard plunge because the Spartans' defense just faded away in the end of regulation and kept giving up yards in the overtime frame. Their defense kept allowing too many yards and just collapsed. Karma served them right, so stop blaming the referees for your loss. The Spartans were not robbed of anything, okay? They've lost 6 straight. They're 3-6. And their head coach, Jonathan Smith, is nothing more than a soft-ass schmuck. And the entire team is just too undisciplined to even win a football game. They're home against the Penn State Nittany Lions this upcoming Saturday at 3:30. Yeah, so Spartan fans, if you're going to complain about the officiating and just be all rash about it, just stay off it here. You're just children with tempers, okay? And then the Lions library. Oh my God. Man, this offensive line really. Hey there. Their offensive line continued to be weak for Jared Goff as the Vikings come into Ford Field and pull the upset 27-24. 5 sacks allowed by the offensive line. This is not, and Penei Sewell is leading this. It is leading this offensive line. This offensive line is supposed to be better than that, even without Frank Ragnow. But no, the Lions' offensive line decided to be weak and just keep crying about Frank Ragnow's retirement. And David Montgomery, just 40 rushing yards. He was slow, and he didn't receive help from the offensive line either. 11 carries. J.J. McCarthy only threw for 143 passing yards. The Lions just kept getting penalized, 10 for 76. They were 5 for 17 on third down. 5 for 17. Yes, I get the 3 for 3 on fourth down, but 5 for 17 on third down. It's just the story of the game, and probably the story of the season is the is how weak this offensive line is. Plus, John Morton does deserve some criticism too for his play calling or lack thereof. Just totally undisciplined football. Christian Mahogany got injured. Terrion Arnold came up with his first interception. Yeah. In his return, Brian Branch, of course, on defense, just 6 tackles. In his return from his suspension, Jack Campbell with a sack. Derek Barnes with 2 sacks, but 5 sacks each. But yeah, not very many yards gained by the Vikings offensive unit. Just 258 total yards. The Lions 305 yards, and the Lions still find a way to lose. Just we have to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta, 97 receiving yards each. Every receiver, as you can see, less than 100 receiving yards. Minnesota's receiving core less than 50 receiving yards per player. Yeah, Detroit's receiving less than 100 per player. Man, oh man, oh man. Just how has this loss happened? Really? I just can't do it. And thank you for the thanks to follow 1206 on Twitch for following us at Michigan Sports Truth. Lions head to D.C. to play the Washington Commanders. The Commanders got obliterated by the Seahawks, and Jaden Daniels got badly injured. Got his arm badly injured, his left arm. Oh, man. So that puts the Commanders in even a bigger debacle, a bigger pickle. So the Commanders have a bigger quarterback situation. The Lions defense looks to take advantage of that, but the Lions offensive line needs to be stronger. Look, they need to work stronger. They need to look stronger. They need to protect Jared Goff more. They really do. They need to protect David Montgomery. They need to protect Jahmyr Gibbs. And John Morton, of course, needs to do better play calling. Just the offensive unit was just totally disoriented, discombobulated. Just could get not very little going. Just 24 points. They're better than this. I'm sorry, but this is not how you win games, and it's not how you contend for a Super Bowl championship. So I've talked, and the Lions are now tied for second place in the NFC North with the Chicago Bears with a 5-3 record. It's no joke. Packers are 5-2. They lost, but this is embarrassing for the Lions and their fan base. They know what's going on, and so do I. So, sorry, I have some nasal congestion. But anyway, to the Red Wings with our As the Wing Wheel Turns segment. The Red Wings beat the Los Angeles Kings 4-3 in a shootout, first of all. They're 3-1-0 in the road trip, by the way, but let's get to the 4-3 shootout when they blew a 3-1 lead. But the Kings thought they had the game won, but with Fiala banging it home in the crease, but he like plowed Cam Talbot right aside the shoulder and the head in the crease, and that was an easy review for the referees to get right. Yeah, that's what easily negated Fiala's goal. And the game went to a shootout. Lucas Raymond scored the only shootout goal. And that was that. The Red Wings came away with a 4-3 win, and then the next night they lost to the Anaheim Ducks 5-2. John Gibson was terrible, and so was the defense. Lucas Raymond tried to kick the puck to escape, but whiffed on it. That's why it was called back. Only I saw the slight, distinct kicking motion. So don't ask me what game I'm watching. I'm not fooling around. I don't want to infringe NHL copyrights either, because I have more respect than Red Wings fans do. And there wasn't much forechecking or on-attack puck possession in the offensive zone. You can't depend on the referees to bail you out. You got to play the game and earn your paychecks. Play better. The Wings played slightly better when they beat the San Jose Sharks 3-2 in a shootout. The Sharks are a bottom feeder team. The Wings were letting the Sharks hang around the entire contest, except they generated more shots on goal against former Red Wing goaltender Alex Nedeljkovic. James Van Riemsdyk scored the shootout winner in the fourth round. That was the only shootout goal, by the way. Kind of like an omen, but Moritz Seider, Lucas Raymond, both scoring in regulation for the Red Wings. Red Wings head to Vegas to take on the Golden Knights to finish their road trip. The Vegas Golden Knights lead the Pacific Division. I want to take a look at the standings here and share the screen. Right about now, standings. Come on. Where are you? Oh, no. The Knights, no, not anymore. They don't lead the Pacific Division. The Anaheim Ducks do. What the heck is going on? The Ducks of all teams, they lead the Pacific Division. Wow. 7-3-1. Vegas Golden Knights 6-2-3. So the Ducks and Golden Knights are two very tough Pacific Division teams. The Kings have fallen to third place in the Western Conference wildcard spot at 5-4-4, 14 points. Two more regulation losses than the Seattle Kraken. And then the Red Wings return home. So, Vegas Golden Knights, Tuesday night at 10 on FanDuel Sports Network Detroit. Am I getting this correctly? Hold on. Yeah, it is. Yep. FanDuel Sports Network Detroit. Yep. So, anyway, the Pistons post. The Pistons beat the Dallas Mavericks 122-110 in Mexico City. Epic battle. Jalen Duren, 33 points and 10 rebounds. 33 points. That's got to be a career high for Jalen Duren, the big man. Cade Cunningham, 21 and 18 assists. Pistons shot 49.5% from the floor. Only 8 turnovers. And that's how you win games. That was on November 4th. Asar Thompson, 15 points. Tobias Harris, 11. Duncan Robinson, 18 points. Isaiah Stewart, 10 points off the bench. The only Piston bench player in double figures. Got the game charts and everything like that. 49.5 shooting from the floor for the Pistons. Pistons out-rebounded the Mavericks just barely 47-43. Outblocked them 4-3. 7 turnovers, not 8. But this is how you win. Anyway, this is how you win games. Less than 10 turnovers in a single game. Great job with ball security. Just got to work on the free throws, though. Just 67.6% from the stripe. Well, Dallas shot 83.9% from the stripe. You've got to nail more of your free throws. Shoot more accurately, for God's sake. Mavericks turned the ball over 15 times. There you go. 7 turnovers. 67.6% free throw shooting. 47 to 43 rebounding. 4 to 3 blocks. Steals. 10 steals for the Pistons, only 3 for the Mavericks. That's really good basketball played by this Pistons team. Pistons head to Memphis tonight at 8 against the Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. Of course, the Tigers Tribune, yes, we got them covered too. The Tigers catcher Dillon Dingler wins a Gold Glove Award. And to prove it, 31.7% caught stealing rate proved it. That's what Dillon Dingler recorded. And it's the first time. That's the first time a Tiger won a Gold Glove Award since Ian Kinsler in 2016. So there's some history right there. So there's still room for improvement for Dillon Dingler, but he earned it. Well earned. So just the Tigers just have to work on their offense. I'm going to keep saying this until they address the bats. They fired Keith Beauregard, one of their hitting coaches. So now for a little segment called Devil's Advocate. The homerism from fans of our teams in our state has gone through the roof because the only thing these fans ever do is sit on their hands and complain about the referees and the leagues and associations for everything in games where any bad call occurs when it doesn't affect much of the game. Our teams themselves are better for that, and they know it. But we know how weak any fan base can be in America, let alone in Michigan, let alone in Detroit, because they blame everyone else but themselves on a constant basis, no matter what team they represent or root for. That tells me and my mature audience something. It's disgraceful. The fans are only being thin-skinned, and media as well, and defending their team like they defend themselves against fresh fruit on Monty Python's Flying Circus and failing miserably at it. There's a little mic drop for you. And that is Devil's Advocate. And that ends another installment of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos and turn on all notifications on the bell icon. Click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes and check out its shorts videos. I'm going to take a sip of water here. Also, watch it live and follow it on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Special thanks to Phalo 1206 on Twitch for following me. Spread the word, please. Listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music /Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and JioSaavn. Also join its supporters club on Spreaker, just $2 a month. On social media, follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and on Reddit at u/Michigan Sports Truth at u/Michigan_Truth. Also like its Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Michigan Sports Truth, and on Patreon at patreon.com/Michigan Sports Truth, and our new website, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast.code ADX.me. And donate to the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast for Autism on GoFundMe. The goal is $2,400. Statewide business endorsements go to Cops and Donuts, Grand Traverse Pie Company, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's Adventure, Alpine Chocolate House with 5 locations in Manistee, Boyne City, Gaylord, Plymouth, and Sault Ste. Marie, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Grandpa's Mini Donuts, Rally House, Michigan, and Rally House, Detroit, Tom's Food Markets, Detroit Wing Company, Simply Delightful, JR's All-Star Haircuts for Men, Tropical Touch Spa, Main Street Rocks, G's Pizzeria, Wesco, and BC Pizza. Another sip of my water here. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to Annex Detroit and its Annex Angels for following our podcast on Instagram. Gino Surf, Avenue American Bistro, Mokonut Donut and Boba, the Ito Ramen House Japanese Sushi Restaurant in Southfield, the Great Lakes Crossing Mall in Auburn Hills, Empire Detroit Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, the Union Barber Shop in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, Frothy Girl in Ortonville, Spot Truck in Dearborn and Detroit, Athletico Physical and Therapy on Woodward Street in Ferndale, Detroit Pizza Company, the Blind Owl in Royal Oak. Kelly Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit kellytickets.com. Reliance Pressure Washing, the Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker PC, Northwestern Technological Institute, the Greek Mediterranean Grill, Green Lantern Pizza, the Pins Bowling Center in South Lyon, Impact North in Ortonville, Vitamin Shop in Auburn Hills, Legacy Family Dental Center in Dearborn, and Hodges Subaru. Another sip of my water before I get to the local endorsements. Local business endorsements go to the B4 Foundation in Ithaca, Wexford Community Credit Union in Cadillac and Lake City, J Sporting Goods in Gaylord and Clare, the Front Porch in Sutton's Bay, Trout Town Tavern and Eatery in Kalkaska, the El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, Fuel Up Nutrition in Clare, JNS Hamburg in Traverse City and Kingsley, United Food Service Solutions in Grand Ledge, the Asian Buffet in Cadillac and Traverse City, Ludington Meat Company, McBain Hardware, Bandry Home Furnishings in Cadillac, Houghton Lake, Big Rapids and Traverse City, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen in Elk Rapids, Herman Hiss and Company in Bay City, Fletcher's Pub and Texas Corners in Kalamazoo, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Hooters in Saginaw, Anna's House in Grand Rapids, Coffee Beanery in Flushing, Merritt Speedway, Northport Pub and Grill, Northern Logistics, and Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. Traverse City business endorsements go to TC Man Cave, K1 Speed, Play It Again Sports, Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate, Yen Yoga and Fitness inside the Delamar Resort on Front Street, Firefly Kitchen and Bars, Traverse City Fun Running, Margarita's Grill, Well-Being with Catherine Palms, Bayview Flooring, North Coast Golf Shop, and Team Bob's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Cadillac business endorsements go to Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Creative Embroidery, Michigan Coffee Company, Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social Restaurant and Brewery, Wildflower Bakery, Northern Star Event Rentals, Primo's Barbecue, Wexford Jewelers, Evolve Yoga and Fitness, Chunky Bear Coffee Roasters, The Truck Stop, Cadillac Lofts Apartments, Bigelow Supply, The Food Mafia's Let's Roll With It Rolled Ice Cream, Evergreen Resort, Tees Tanning Salon, The Pine Sports Bar and Bowling Center, Wexford Senior Care Center, the Max Swings Indoor Golf Center, Blue Heron Cafe, Biner's Pizza, Cabaret Peaks, the Cadillac Party Lounge, and the Sweet Shop. And finally, Lake City business endorsements go to Cuts by Melanie, the LC Tap House, To the Moon Bakery, Northern Auto Lab, and the Masaki Golf Club Golf Course. Until next time, I'm Taylor Phillips signing up. But remember, stay on the lookout, and we always observe and detect the truth about Michigan sports, because the truth is out there. The truth is everywhere. Ta-ta, hit 'em with a hind. Power to the people. Baba Booey to y'all.